every second. Something invisible is happening all around you. Something so powerful, it shaped the entire universe. And yet almost no one stops to notice it. But today, that changes. In the next few minutes, you'll see the world in a way you never have before. Welcome to Science in Detail.
If someone described a creature with 3 hearts, blue blood, 8 arms that think on their own, and skin that changes color in the blink of an eye, you'd swear it was science fiction, something from another planet. But this creature is real. It lives at the bottom of our ocean, and most of us only ever see it as something strange on a plate or trapped in a tank. The octopus is far more than that, and its story ends in a way that will break your heart.
Start with the body, because it breaks every rule we think we know. The octopus really does have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, and 1 to the rest of the body. And that blood isn't red like ours, it's blue. Instead of iron, it carries copper, and copper turns everything blue. Stranger still, the main heart stops beating when it swims. That's why the octopus prefers to crawl. Swimming leaves it exhausted.
But the most astonishing part isn't the heart, it's the brain, or rather, the brains. The octopus has 9 of them, 1 central brain and a smaller brain in each of its 8 arms. 2/3 of its neurons aren't in its head, they're in its arms. In practice, each arm thinks for itself. One arm can explore a crack while another opens a shell, without the central brain commanding every move. It's like having 8 intelligent assistants working at once. And there's more. The octopus tastes the world through its own skin, through its suckers. It literally tastes whatever it touches.
And that intelligence is real, proven in labs. Octopuses open screw-top jars to reach food inside. They build shelters from shells and carry coconut halves to use later. They solve mazes. They recognize different human faces. One octopus named Inky became famous when he escaped an aquarium in New Zealand. He slipped out of his tank, crossed the floor, and squeezed down a narrow drain pipe all the way to the sea. Because the octopus has no bones at all, the only hard part is its beak. If the beak fits through a gap, the entire body follows.
Its camouflage is almost magic. The octopus's skin is covered in millions of tiny color sacs. In milliseconds, it changes color and even texture. Smooth as sand, rough as stone, vanishing completely into its surroundings. And here's the detail nobody believes. The octopus is colorblind. It cannot see color, and yet it blends perfectly into the colors around it. How it does this is a mystery scientists still haven't fully solved. And when camouflage isn't enough, it releases a cloud of dark ink and disappears behind it.
Scientists found something even more alien about it. The octopus is one of the very few animals that rewrites its own genetic instructions in real time. It edits its own RNA on a scale almost no other living thing does. Many believe this is exactly what gives it such extraordinary intelligence. So here we have a genius of a creature, 3 hearts, 9 brains, impossible camouflage, a body that fits through any hole, an animal that seems built to rule the ocean for a long, long time. But nature made a cruel choice.
The octopus lives only briefly, 1 or 2 years and it's over. All that genius lasts barely a blink. And the reason for that short life is the saddest and most beautiful story this animal holds. Everything changes when the female decides to have young. After mating, she finds a hidden den and lays her eggs. Not a few, tens of thousands, hanging like tiny translucent strands from the ceiling of her den. And from that moment on, her life is no longer her own.
The mother octopus begins to fan the eggs with her arms, without stopping, day and night, keeping clean, oxygen-rich water flowing over them. She cleans them, removes parasites, and defends the den from any predator. And she does this for weeks, sometimes months. In some deep, cold sea species, for years on end. And during all that time, she does not eat. Not once. She stops hunting, stops feeding, and her body wastes away, consuming its own reserves just to keep standing beside her young.
Her skin loses its color. Her body shrinks. She is literally fading on purpose so that the eggs may live, and she will not leave her post for anything. And when the eggs finally hatch and thousands of tiny young swim out of the den toward the open ocean, the mother has no strength left. The final act of her life is to watch her children leave. Soon after she dies, she will never know a single one of them. She gave her entire life for children she will never meet.
For a long time, this seemed like a sacrifice with no explanation. Until scientists found the trigger. There is a gland in the octopus's head connected to its eyes that acts like a clock of death. When the female lays her eggs, this gland fires a chemical command that makes her stop eating and slowly shuts her body down. In a famous experiment in the 1970s, a researcher removed this gland from a female. And what happened? She began to eat again, abandoned her eggs, and lived far longer than any octopus should.
In other words, the death of the mother octopus is not an accident. It is a program written into her body. Nature decided that this mother's energy belongs entirely to her young, even at the cost of her own life. It is one of the most extreme examples of maternal sacrifice in the entire animal kingdom. And it raises an uncomfortable question. Why would evolution create something this harsh?
The likely answer is hard, but it makes sense. The ocean is a deadly place for a hatchling. By pouring every ounce of energy into protecting the eggs, the mother greatly raises the odds that at least some of those thousands of young will survive. The species continues, even if she does not. In nature's cold arithmetic, one life is traded for the chance of thousands. And the octopus pays that price without hesitation, without choice, written into its own body.
So what is the octopus for? It balances the ocean as both hunter and prey. It teaches us that intelligence can arise in a completely different way from ours, spread through the whole body, not locked in a single head. Its brain is so alien that scientists study it just to understand what intelligence even is. And it shows us in the rawest way just how far a mother will go.
A creature with blue blood and 9 brains, able to rewrite its own genes, to fit through any gap, to vanish before your eyes, and still willing to give up its own life for children it will never meet. The octopus doesn't die of old age, it dies of love.
Strange, alien at first glance, easy to dismiss as a creature in a tank or a meal on a plate, and yet one of the most intelligent, most complex, and most moving beings on the entire planet. The next time you hear about an octopus, remember the mother in the dark den, fanning her eggs until her final breath. You may never look at this animal the same way again. If this story moved you, subscribe to World in Detail, because the next animal seems truly immortal. There's a creature so small it fits on the tip of your finger, and yet it cheats death itself. See you there.